On Wednesday, President Advocate Maboko signed the agreement to transform the SADC Parliamentary Forum into a fully fledged regional parliament. Botswana joins other SADC countries to sign the pledge, leaving out only Mauritius, which is expected to do the needful. I'm joined in the studio by Counsel Precious Gondwe to discuss the legal challenges and opportunities of the establishment of regional parliament. Mayor Gondwe, thank you very much for coming to the studio. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
What are the complexities of this parliament that is being set by the SADC bloc?
It goes without saying that every country or every member state already has existing policies and laws that govern issues around policy, issues around regional integration. So you find that every member state will come to the table and they all will be looking to ensure that whatever policies they've enacted within their states would also become part of the same song that the region is supposed to play to. So we're hoping that there's more cooperation and that there's more contribution to ensure that harmony in the policies that are already in existence.
Okay, and some Southern African countries, have experienced this from afar, maybe. Some regions in other parts of Africa has gone further to do the same that we are trying to do in Southern Africa. Is there any lessons that can be picked so far?
I think it's important that if we are going to put up something like this one, we ensure it's not a toothless dog. I think most of our Pan-African parliaments have in the past been criticized for not being oversight. They lack the necessary legislative powers to enforce and police certain policies that are already in place. So we want to ensure that at the end of the day, this particular parliament ensures that there is the necessary legislative authority to police and to ensure every member state abides by the policies, abides by the common institutional legal frameworks that will be put in place.
It's, a lot of African countries believe too much in sovereignty.
Yes.
They always talk about sovereign interests.
Yes.
And one is wondering, how prepared do you think, though they have signed almost all of them, how prepared would you say they are to adopt that which is passed by the regional parliament?
I mean, I hope they understand it's a partnership, and in a partnership there are obligations, right? So once you say, I am signing up and I want to be part of this, you need to understand there will be certain decisions that might not favor you as a state. But because you have signed, one or the other, if the SADC Parliament has the necessary legislative powers, they'll have the power to enforce that. So we need to ensure that we also understand the blueprint. What are we trying to create? Are we trying to create an institution that is toothless, or are we trying to create an oversight body that will have the necessary powers to adjudicate, to enforce, and to have oversight over the policies? So I don't know if our African people are ready, but I hope Botswana stands out, as we've seen with the recent elections, just the transition from former parliament. That is a step in the right direction, because Botswana seems to be very adoptive. We seem to be ones who really walk the talk, at least for now. And that's a welcome development. But I hope that there could be lessons exchanged between member states.
Let me talk about the democracy enhancing, let's say, democracy, human rights